Hey, I'm Gabby, you're also known as Señorita Gabita. Welcome back or welcome if you are new here. Today's video will be a draw with me session in my sketchbook. You can see here my very old sketchbook. I have it since my studium in graphic design. I graduated also in graphic design, and if you are new here, I'm an art content creator and right now I'm doing my master thesis. But before I started with my art history studium, I was graduating in graphic design, and since then I have this sketchbook, and there are some pages with a lot of notes from the time where I took notes for my seminars and also for my projects. So I don't really like to look through my sketchbook and see all the notes from the past, because it also have some bad memories from the time. I was very stressed out during my graphic design studium. I had also some financial struggles, and I was almost done with a burnout at the time because all of the stress, and I lost my creativity and also my love to create art. And I think I will also talk about it in the next videos about it, maybe about my creative burnout during this period of my life. So you can see right now, here's one of the page that I mentioned with all the notes from that time, and I thought to use again acrylic markers because they are very opaque to cover up this page, but you can see that it doesn't work that well to cover up the notes. And as you can see, some of the notes are done with a ballpoint pen, and it didn't work well to cover up this part with the acrylic marker. So I decided then to use a white primer for the first time. I bought it I think almost a year ago, especially for this, for covering up all the notes in here in my sketchbook. But I totally forgot it and was focusing on other drawing projects for my YouTube channel. But now is the time to cover up this page with the right primer. Finally I can cover it up. It was a very huge step for me to cover this up, because when I was looking through my sketchbook and seeing all the notes from the past and remembering how I was doing at the time, it was very frustrating and triggering to see them. And I really wanted to have this sketchbook with illustrations, sketches, but without the bad memories. So I'm very glad that I did the step to cover up the page here right now with the primer. But you can see that the paper of my sketchbook is very thin, so it started to get wobbly with the white primer, and you can see that it didn't work either. With the white primer you can still see the ball paint pen shining through the white primer, and I don't know why I used, I think, 4 layers of the white primer. Maybe I should have used white gouache, for example, I don't know. But in the end it worked out after the 4 layers of white primer and then on top with the acrylic markers. And as you can see, I'm using the Arrtx acrylic markers. After a while I have been laying them around as well, and I want to use them up before they dry out. And also I'm using a few colors from the Shuttle Art acrylic marker set as well. So I'm combining both acrylic marker brands in this sketchbook spread, and I'm drawing my ideas for my rewards for Patreon. So each month I'm sitting here on my desk and I draw in my sketchbook. I'm collecting all the ideas for the upcoming new rewards, and this time what you can see are the concept ideas for the stickers and prints for May. You can already join my Patreon to receive the sticker, the print, maybe all, both together as a bundle. It's up to you if you want to have them. And the flower of the month of May is the lily of the valley, but also the Hawthorn. I hope I pronounced it correctly. I still struggle a little bit with my English vocabulary, but these are the both flowers of the month. And for the sticker and the print I stayed to the lily of the valley, and the freebie sticker will be the Hawthorn. And right now I'm sketching my idea for the art print. I wanted to have the lily of the valley as the main flower on the canvas, and then make it very colorful, dreamy, magical, adding also a few sparkles and a lot of highlights. And then in between of the blossom of the lily of the valley, I will add my tiny guinea pigs. And there are actually fairy guinea pigs, so they are a very, very special creature in my guinea pig universe. And right now I'm showing you also the other pages that I want to cover up. But after the experience with the white primer, I don't know if I want to use it again. Maybe I will use different kind of paper to glue on top to cover up the pages, or maybe some of them will work out only with acrylic marker, or maybe I will use gouache. I don't know. I'm still thinking how I can solve this problem, but I really want to cover up these pages with very cute illustrations so that I am in the end happy with my sketchbook and I don't get all the memories back from the very negative period of my time. I really had a bad time during my studium. Of course, I had also some positive aspects there. I met very, very friendly people and I'm still befriended with them. And I also met during this time my partner, but I remember all the struggles and all the mental health issues that started to build up again at the time. So that's why I wanted to cover them up and like start freshly again with my art and have all the cute stuff looking at me when I'm going through my sketchbook. And yes, I don't know if you have also some similar experience with old artworks that reminds you of some negative memories, and how do you deal with them? Are you throwing them in the trash bin, or are you leaving them in a box and you never look at them? Or how do you manage with old artworks that you don't really have a nice connection with them anymore? But now again, a little bit more about the illustration. Actually, the lily of the valley, the reference pictures that I saw are with white blossom. Some of them are also a little bit of a pastel pink tone or lilac or blue, but it was very difficult for me to make the blossom here on this page with the white primer. Background very in the light pastel color scheme, because in some parts the writing was shining through, and with a light acrylic marker I couldn't cover it up, so I had to use some more vibrant saturated colors. And I wasn't that satisfied in the end with the outcome of it. It wasn't that how I imagined it to be. I really want to have a very pastel and dreamy look, very soft. It was okay for me. I only used the concept, the composition of this illustration for the digital drawing later, and there I could change the colors how I wanted them to be. I stay there, and you will see it soon, that I stick more to a pastel pink and a little bit of blue tones in the petals as well. And I didn't mix that many colors. Like here, some petals are pink, some yellow and lilac. So in the end, the illustration is more balanced, because it was already much going on the illustration with the fairy guinea pigs. I think I drew then around 4 fairy guinea pigs, and then with all the sparkles and highlight and glitter, it will be very chaotic when all the blossom had different colors. So I stayed in the end with a very calmed down color scheme. And yes, as you can see, as always, my drawing session starts very organized with all the acrylic marker sets around my sketchbook, so I can grab them when I need them, but in the end all pens are lying around me and chaotic and mixed up. But I really like this look of my desk, and to see that I was drawing, I was active on my desk and created some cute art. And for adding the highlights in the end, I use my Posca marker. I have one with a very fine nib, so you can create very fine details, lines, and I always use them for my highlights in my illustration, also for adding the tiny wings on the furry guinea pigs, and also the highlights on the tiny eyes and on the nose and on the cheeks, and also on the blossom I added some sparkle, some stars as well. And I really love to use the Posca marker, and I can really recommend to you, if you are into acrylic markers in general, to use this type of fine nib for adding highlights if you are looking for something like that. And as always, all the art supplies that I'm using here for my illustration are in my description down below if you want to check them out as well. This video, this Draw With Me video, is also part of my Flower of the Month series, where I talk to you about the flowers, about their history, symbolism and meaning as well. And now I want to talk about the lily of the valley, and also want to say why most of the months have two flowers. And this is because during ancient Roman and Victorian times, the idea of featuring two birth flowers per month was preferred over just one. Having a pair of flowers provided a broader selection, enabling people to select the one that resonated most with them or that was available for them. So this is the reason why most of the months have two flowers. And now to the lily of the valley. The lily of the valley is a dainty flower with tiny bell-shaped plumes in a crisp white hue. That's the lily of the valley. It grows on these slim green stems that hold pointy leaves, creating this charming combination with its elegant petals. Where can you find the lily of the valley? Lily of the valley is commonly found in temperate regions across Europe, North America and Asia, usually around the months of April and May. It thrives in shaded areas like woodland, forest edges and gardens with moist, well-drained soil. And the lily of the valley has been linked to various traditions and beliefs throughout history. One notable tradition is the May Day celebration in many cultures, where lily of the valley is often exchanged as a symbol of spring and good luck. In France, for instance, it's customary to give lily of the valley flowers on May 1st as a gesture of friendship and well-wishing. And I also found some interesting facts about the lily of the valley. The lily of the valley has been associated with royalty. It's said that Princess Grace Kelly of Monaco included lily of the valley in her wedding bouquet, and it has since become a popular choice of bridal bouquets due to its elegant and timeless appeal. Lily of the valley has also been inspired various artists, including musicians. The famous composer Franz Schubert composed a piano piece titled Marihofer lead that evokes the image of lily of the valley. Its beauty and fragrance have often been a muse for creative expression. But now to the meaning and symbolism of the lily of the valley. As other flowers, the lily of the valley has many meanings and symbolism. They include humility and modesty, like the lily of the valley's bell-shaped flowers bow slightly downward, giving the impression of humility and modesty. As such, is often associated with these virtues representing the beauty of a humble heart. It is also associated with purity and innocence. The pristine white color of lily of the valley petals signifies purity and innocence. The symbolism is reinforced by its delicate appearance, evoking a sense of untouched beauty and purity of heart. It also means renewal and spring. Lily of the valley blooms in late spring, which is the season of renewal and rebirth. It also means happiness and luck. In various cultures, lily of the valley is linked to happiness and good luck. Its delicate fragrance and charming appearance have led people to associate it with positive feelings and well-being. It also means compassion and maternal love. In Christian tradition, the lily of the valley is believed to have sprouted from the tears of the Virgin Mary during the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. As a result, it's often referred to as Mary's tears. It also is associated with love and devotion, but lily of the valley doesn't show romance like a rose. Its presence in bridal bouquets, it is used as a symbol of love in the language of flowers have made it a discreet emblem of affection and devotion. And the last symbolism or meaning is the return to happiness. In the language of flowers, lily of the valley is sometimes associated with a sentiment. This might stem from its connection to spring's arrival and its promise of better times after the winter's gloom. And right now I'm coloring up this tiny guinea pig with a lily of the valley blossom as a head. I really like it. I think this tiny guy is my favorite one of the whole sketchbook spread, and I really want to do with them a sticker. So stay tuned for an upcoming sticker of this tiny guy. I can't wait to create it and to show it to you soon. And now to the second flower of May is the Hawthorn. And this flower, the Hawthorn, is a flowering shrub or small tree known for its clusters of fragrant white or pink flowers. It blooms contrast with its thorny branches, symbolizing a balance of beauty and protection. And you can find it across Europe, North America and Asia, typically from late April to June. It often thrives in temperate climates including woodlands, hedges, fields and along roadsides. And it's also known for its adaptability to different soil types and its ability to grow in both sunny and shaded areas, making it familiar sight in both rural and urban landscapes. In Celtic folklore, Hawthorn was believed to be a portal between the mortal world and the realm of fairies and spirits. As such, ancient Celts were hesitant to disturb these trees, fearing they might incur the wrath of the supernatural beings inhabiting them. The Hawthorn's thorns were considered both a protective barrier against unwanted intrusions and a defense mechanism for the magical inhabitants in shelter. In Christian tradition, the Hawthorn branches were used to create the crown of thorns formed by Jesus during his crucifixion. As a result, the Hawthorn became a symbol of suffering, sacrifice, and redemption. Now to the interesting facts about this flower. In many cultures, Hawthorn is linked to May Day festivities. Known as the May tree or the Mayflower, Hawthorn blossoms are used to decorate maypoles and grounds during spring celebration. This tradition has deep historical roots and symbolizes the arrival of warmer weather and renewal of nature. In some folk magic practices, Hawthorn has been thought to possess protective qualities. People used to hang Hawthorn branches over doorways or windows to ward off negative energies or spirits. It was believed to act as a a barrier against harm. The Hawthorn has many meanings and symbolism as well. One of them are hope and endurance. Hawthorn's association with hope and endurance has ancient roots connecting to its ability to flourish in challenging environments. Just as it thrives in harsh conditions, Hawthorn symbolizes the strength to overcome difficulties. It also means balance and protection. The Hawthorn juxtaposition. The Hawthorn's blossom and thorns embodies a delicate balance between beauty and protection. This duality resonates with the human experience. There's strength and safeguarding. It also means renewal and transformation. The Hawthorn appearance in spring with its abundant blossom aligns with themes of renewal and transformation. Its vibrant blooms after winter dormancy represent the cycle of life, growth, and the promise of new beginnings. The next meaning is the heart and healing. In herbal tradition, Hawthorn is associated with heart health and emotional well-being. Its historical use as a cardiac tonic mirrors its symbolism of strength and protection, extending beyond the physical realm to matters of the heart. But it also means death and rebirth, because the thorny branches have led to association with both meanings. But now, what does the May birth flower meaning say about your personality? And this is all what I have to say to you about the flowers of May. I hope you enjoy it, and I really enjoy reading, as always, the facts and the symbolism about the flowers. And I also try to transfer the meanings and also the feelings that I have during reading all the facts to my illustration, and also to transfer the spring vibes into my artworks as well. I'm finishing the sketchbook spread in the end with my white acrylic markers, adding the highlights, and I also surrounded most of the illustration with a light blue acrylic marker to add also this color in this left page as well, so you can find the blue color from the right page also in the other pages. And in the end, I'm finishing the Hawthorn illustration. I drew 2 of them, and I will decide which one of them I will use for the freebie sticker. Now, after I have finished the sketchbook page and I have already in mind how I want to turn my digital drawing part, it was time to start with it. And I use for my digital illustration my iPad and Procreate, and I have for them also my prepare brushes that I use always for my digital drawing part as well. And if you are curious how I create my digital drawings for my stickers and prints, or for my illustration in general, I have already a tutorial video on my channel that you can check out. And after that, it was time to start making the stickers and also the art print. And I'm using, as always, my beloved printer. I'm very happy that I did this purchase of this printer. Then it was time to cut them up in the right size with my cutter. And after I have finished the prints, it was also time to make the stickers. I'm using my Cricut machine to cut them up, and then after that I was finally finished. And if you like the stickers and the prints of May, you can join my Patreon until the end of this month. You can receive also the digital rewards like a wallpaper for your phone, also a printable calendar page. You can also get access to my sketchbook tours as well. And yes, you can receive the sticker, the print, or both together as a bundle. And remember, I have also an original tier. It's a very new tier. You can join there and you will receive an original artwork from me. I will use my art supplies and I will draw something related to the May. And when you join the original tier, you will also get the sticker, the print, and all the perks from the previous tiers as well. So feel free to join if you like to support me and want to get your goodies. And yes, this is all about today's video. I hope you like this type of video, and if this is the case, please leave a thumb up. Don't forget to subscribe and push the notification bell. And if this is the case, don't forget to leave a thumb up to subscribe and push the notification bell. Stay creative, and then I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.